Patience, excellent indeed, is the final home. Some of the hadith we have previously related mention that when the believers reach the gate of paradise, they will find it to be closed. Then they look for someone to intercede to Allah Azza wa Jal. To him belongs might and majesty, so that it is opened for them. In the hadith of the horn it is mentioned that they will go to Adam, then to Noah, then to Ibrahim, then to Musa, and then to Isa, with each one of them turning away from accepting the task of interceding. This has preceded in authentic narrations. Then they will go to the Messenger of Allah. He will go and rap the ring of the gate of paradise. The keeper of paradise will say, "Who?" He will say, "Muhammad." He will say, "For you I have been ordered not to open to anyone before you." Then he will enter and intercede for Allah, for the believers to enter the abode of honor. Allah will grant his intercession. Then he will be the first to enter paradise from among the prophets, and his nation will be the first to enter it from among the nations. The following is established in As-Sahih. I am the first to intercede and have his intercession granted for paradise, and the first to rap at its gate. We will also relate the hadith. The key to paradise is La ilaha illallah. None has the right to be worshipped but Allah. The leader of the believers, Umar ibn al-Khattab, related that the messenger of Allah said, "Whoever performs wudu ablution and performs it well, and then raises his gaze to the sky and says, 'I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped but Allah alone, and he has no partner, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his slave and messenger,' the 8 gates of paradise will be opened for him, and he may enter whichever one of them he wishes." And the compilers of the Sunan reported that the Messenger of Allah said, "Verily, paradise has a gate that is called Ar-Rayyan. The fasting ones will be called to it on the day of resurrection. It will be said, 'Where are the fasting ones?' And after they enter it, it will be closed, and no one other than them will enter through it." Reported that the Messenger of Allah said, "In paradise there are 8 gates. One of those gates is called Ar-Rayyan. None will enter it except for the fasting ones." Related it through Sa'id, and Muslim related it through another chain, but also from Sal. Related that the Messenger of Allah said, "Whoever spends 2 of the same kind from his wealth in the way of Allah will be called from the gates of paradise, and paradise has 8 gates. Whoever was from the people of prayer will be called from the gate of prayer. Whoever was from the people of charity will be called from the gate of charity. And whoever was from the people of fasting will be called from the gate of Arayam. Will anyone be called from all of them, O Messenger of Allah? He said, yes, and I hope that you will be from them. And Muslim related it from the hadith of Al-Zuhri from Abu, and in the hadith of Sufyan from Abu. I heard the Messenger of Allah say, there is no Muslim who has 3 of his children die before they reach the age of al-hinth, puberty, adulthood in Islam, except that they will receive him from the 8 gates of paradise, from whichever of them he wishes. The following is mentioned in a hadith related by Utbah from the Prophet. In it, the fighting of the sincere one, the fighting of the sinner, and the fighting of the hypocrite, their fighting in battles against their enemies, are discussed, and he said, Paradise has 8 gates, and verily the sword is a strong eraser of sins. But it does not erase hypocrisy in the hadith of intercession, which is related by Abu Huraira. He said, then Allah will say, O Muhammad, make those from your nation who have no accountability upon them enter from Al-Bab al-Ayman, the gate which is on the extreme right, and they will participate with the people in the other gates. And by the one who has the soul of Muhammad in his hand, the distance between 2 gates from the gates of paradise, or between the 2 sides of a gate, is as the distance between Mecca and Hajj, or as the